着いたようです。聞いていた通り随分と山の中だ。
Now, who the heck is this guy? Why is he appearing all of a sudden? My immediate thoughts are maybe it's something to do with the Weinberger family. Maybe it's somebody from them. Or it could be somebody else completely outside of that and is just getting involved in all this. Who knows? Let's continue on.
いえ、あまり手荒な真似はしたくありませんので、いざという時以外は使うつもりはありません。
Okay, so you have some kind of tool or weapon, I'm assuming?
まずは十分な話し合いを。私は彼を守るために来たのであって。
Okay,
害する
so
ためで
definitely
は
from
な
the
いのですが。
Weinberger family. Absolutely, he's going to talk to Louis.
もちろん承知しております。当主の安全が最優先ですから。ええ。学園側の動きは相当不審なもののようですからね。あ、もう校門が見えました。では、そろそろ学園内に入りますので、連絡はまた後ほど。電波が悪いようですね。
They're probably fed up with all of Louis' shit. They're like, why are you hanging around this school? You got like more important things to do being the head of the family.
また連絡します。急に県外に。魔術の形成に邪魔なものはあらかじめ排除してあるのか。
That, Wait, cell phone signals are magic? Interesting. Didn't know that. Episode 3. Okay. So that was actually like I probably could have gone a little bit further. That should have been like the introduction to this, but I'm actually kind of glad I cut it there. And then we're gonna getting that as the intro to the video. Oh, I hate the sound of alarm clocks. There's nothing worse than being woken up before you were ready to wake up. The familiar all too real sound instantly brings me to my senses. I spring up and turn off my alarm clock, and lo and behold, it was all just a dream. Our teacher is normal. There's nothing weird going on at the school, no conspiracy. It's just another day. Michiru is back at home. My parents are both still alive. I'm actually just at a nice school, you know? Yeah, for sure. Looking at the time, it's already almost noon. I think I set the alarm so that I wouldn't oversleep too much. Right after I put the glass away and before I went back to bed. Is that a dream? Dream about the fire and a girl at my bedside. Looking beside me, I see that Mitra is sleeping soundly. I can't see anything different or strange about her. That girl, I'm pretty sure I don't know her, but... It looked like she was standing there and peering into Mitra's face. So you guys were kind of making some predictions, I saw in the comments, that this is possibly Krell. Now, yeah, it could definitely be Krell. I'm trying to remember. So she has this necklace on. I thought there was at some point mention of somebody wearing a necklace. Not too sure though. I'm really like stretching my memory, and you guys already know it's pretty bad. She looked like she was standing there and peering into Michiru's face. She said her name was Angel, right? I don't know. Why would she call herself Angel then? Never heard it before. But looking back to the memories of the fire, for some reason I feel like there was a girl there. What did she look like? She was beyond the flames and I couldn't get a good look, I think. However, I get the feeling that she and the girl from the last night are the same person. Damn it, how much of that was a dream? Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know who exactly she is. I need a little bit more hints. I'm sure, like, I could deduce it if I really, like, used every single ounce of my brain, but we all know that's not gonna happen. Illusionary fire, that was without a doubt fake. It was probably a flashback of that unpleasant memory. We have a lot of unpleasant memories in that regard. So was that girl also an illusion? Was it because of the weird memory of there being someone in the fire resurfaced in my mind? No, hold on. Could it be that the memory of a girl being there is nothing more than yet another strange dream? Come to think of it, when we summoned Furia with magic, she also said that when the fire happened, there was someone there she didn't recognize. Maybe my brain's just mixing up things and making me remember wrongly. If that were the case, where did that girl's appearance come from? Huh. That's interesting. So there's supposedly someone who wasn't supposed to be there in both events. So I'm sitting up in bed, racking my brain. Michiru stirs in her sleep. Oh yeah, I was about to get changed and go out. Since practically all the students have gone home, there aren't any classes, but we're technically supposed to be studying on our own. We all know that's not gonna happen. What do you mean? We're here to investigate some mysteries. We're not gonna study. That'd be so lame. Well, I don't have to go to my classroom, but lying around here in my room is probably a bad idea. Everyone's gathered at the bureau office anyways. Should turn to them for help. Thankfully, I have a bunch of reliable friends. It's nice that we've kind of changed our dynamic a little bit from the start, where we kind of were hiding things and, you know, felt like we didn't really, like, trust anybody 100%, and that slowly, like, changed. I feel like we've gained good allies. Quickly change up my pajamas and pay Tsubaki-chan a visit. Tsubaki-chan, you here? Oh, Sumi-chan, I didn't know you were here. It's almost noon, you know? I don't know, you guys believe this? You can't tell me they're not, you know... They're not more than friends? Like, they're sleeping together, you know, late at night? So she ended up staying the night as a result. Well, I was about to go back to bed a few minutes ago myself, so I'm not one to talk. Something I wanted to talk to you two about. I don't know, I feel like... And maybe I've said this, I think I said it in the Discord or something. I feel like these two are supposed to be in a relationship, but they're not, like, confirming it. They're not really, like, going any further with it canonically. Just because, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit taboo? I don't know why it would be taboo, because, I mean, there's plenty of Yuri visual novels. I mean, it's not like they're afraid of making a gay story, but... I don't know, I just feel like they're supposed to be in a relationship just based on a lot of the things that were said in the past, kind of around when Sumi-chan was kind of first introduced. I mean, not the doll, you know, but like the events that happened after that. I don't know, I just get this feeling that they're supposed to be a thing, but they're not going to make it official. Sorry about this, thanks. She slips her arms to the jacket of her uniform as she says that. Well, you see, I might just be worrying too much about it, but I had a weird dream. I did my best to recount my experience last night with the girl in my room. It looked like she was going to go do something to Michiru after reaching for her. For the record, Michiru doesn't look any different. I honestly can't tell if that was a dream or reality. Yeah. Not sure, I couldn't really tell because she was translucent and faint. I mean, I'm glad she asked that question. I think it's a valid one. But no, she was not. There's always someone afraid of ghosts. It doesn't matter, Kataru's not here, so now we gotta have somebody else afraid of ghosts. Who knows, which is why I can't tell if it was a dream or not. Which is why I wanted to ask you to take a look at her just in case, like for signs of anything weird or any traces of magic. I mean, wouldn't it be better to ask Adelheid and Louis? I feel like they're the ones that generally deal with that kind of thing. I'm sorry for bothering you too, as if it was nothing more than my imagination. Surprisingly, no. Out like a light. What? What do you mean she's out like a light? I thought she just said good morning, Dush. Do you mean she went back to sleep? So she literally got up, said, you know, good morning, and then went back to sleep. Lazy. Just kidding. No, I know she's got... She's trying to recover her mana and stuff. It seems to take a lot out of her. Like she's using more than she's capable of. Or her body's capable of. Well, it means I can rest easy having Maggie take a look. With that, Tsubaki-chan and Sumi-chan accompany me back to my room. Upon arriving, we see that Michiru is, as expected, still sound asleep. Anything. Tsunagi stare at Michiru earnestly and look around the
うー
room.
ん特に変な感じはしないな。
Okay, I was kind of worried because if you guys noticed, they cut off the music there. Like they're about to like reveal something.
そうだね。何も感じないよ。
They look at each other and nod in agreement. They're confirming that they're both on the same page. Is that so? So I guess it was a dream after all. Sorry for wasting your time like
また
this.
また何もなくてよかったじゃない。ああ、一安心だろ。
You're right, thanks for your help.
呼吸も安定してるし、苦しそうでもないし、すやすや寝てるよね。よかったね、みちるちゃん。
Sumi-chan takes a good look at Michiru's face and says that to herself while smiling.
優しいな、すみちゃん。え？ああ、なんかね、ちょっと昔を思い出しちゃって。昔？
The past.
しーちゃんも昔はよく寝込んでたからね。なんとなくね。ああ。
Saki-chan smiles warmly, understanding where Sumi-chan's coming from. I probably still can. I know I still can. I can sleep for like 12 hours at a time. Not supposedly the healthiest thing to do. You're really not supposed to sleep like too long or too little. You're supposed to get around like that 8 hours. I don't know. I have sometimes where I'm like, I could sleep 10 hours just normally. And then I'll feel like well rested. But if I sleep 8, I'll be like, nah. I think the one thing for me is I don't like getting up early. I don't know. I just don't feel as well rested after getting up early. It doesn't even matter like if I got 8 hours or 10 hours of sleep and then I got up early. It always just feels a little off to me. Sumi-chan mentioned before that she came to the school in order to cure Mirakuma's illness, which we still haven't really gotten much about, I don't feel like. Have we? I don't know. I don't feel like we've really like gone into that as much as I thought we would have by this point. She came with us because she was worried about Michiru's condition. Thank you, both of you.
とんでもない。このくらいいつでも呼んでくれていいよ。うんうん。しーちゃんも今じゃあんなに元気だからね。みちるちゃんもきっと良くなるよ。
Was a bit too lively in my
本
opinion.
当かな。寝込んでて外で遊べなかった悔しさを今にぶつけてるのかも。
Is that how that works? I feel like I've been getting the brunt of it, but I probably shouldn't say that to his sister.
あれ？何？
Just imagining us all like standing over her, just having this whole conversation. She's just like, what the hell? I'm trying to sleep. What's going on? Woken up by us talking, Mitra opens her eyes and looks at us dazedly. Anyone would be surprised if they suddenly woke up to 3 people talking at their bedside. Yeah, I would imagine. It's kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys have done this when you were a kid, or like if you have kids, had a kid done this to you. Like, have you ever like gone up to like a parent or somebody while they're sleeping and you just kind of like stare at them, like waiting for them to wake up, and then they like flip over and they're just like, oh! I've done that a few times. Yeah, they always get really startled when you're just kind of sitting there, you know? You're just like, I'm bored, or I'm hungry, I want to eat something, you know? And they're just not getting up fast enough, so you're just staring there, just like, wake up. Anyways. Anyone would be surprised that, yep.
すまない。起こしてしまったかな。
I'm assuming it was us, because we're all sitting here talking. Nothing, go back to
お
sleep.
邪魔しました。なんかあったの？
Nothing at all. I shrugged my shoulders and forced a smile. Oh, don't keep secrets from your sister. Talk to her about it. I was just needlessly worrying.
お邪魔しました。みちるさん、おやすみ。
Heading out now.
待ってよ。起きれそうなのに。
You sure? Don't push yourself.
起きる。じゃあ一緒に行こう。着替えるから待って。そっかそっか。
Not acceptable. We're going on ahead without you. You can find your way there. I mean, you got a key. You can literally just go there yourself. You can meet us wherever. Yui-chan sounds oddly delighted as she's seeing the young bedridden Murakuma and Michiru. And happy that she's able to get out of bed. They don't look anything like each other
じゃ
though.
あ廊下で待ってるよ。
I mean, we both have a key. Can we not just like meet them there? I don't know. Maybe we want to go together. Next to the room and have the bureau office together once Mitchell finishes getting ready. Okay, they wanted to wait. I'm like, y'all can literally just get there instantly. Like, okay. There's still disciplinary committee members in the school, so we use a key of Yanis to make sure that Mitchell is in spot. Yeah, you guys could have just... Never mind. I'm getting frustrated. I'm like, you could have just gone on ahead. But I guess if you really want to meet together... Sup. Arriving at the bureau office, we see that everyone else is already here. And I'm sure they're thinking how cool we are just introducing ourselves with a sup in the morning. Muko is in her usual seat and Hanatate is beside her. Louis has a complicated book open and Heidi is peeking over at it. Is it a lewd book? Why is she blushing like that? Ayo? Upon seeing us, Murakumo stands up as if it were a conditioned reflex. He's like, oh, okay, all's forgiven. You brought the love interest. Hey, you said it's almost noon, so if it's almost noon, that means it's still morning. So... even she has him whipped, and you know he doesn't complain when she asks for it, okay? He just went and obediently did it. Lucky-chan and Sumi-chan find a place to sit as the conversation picks up. Michi remains quiet as she clings to me. I mean, chai is technically tea, right? I mean, that's what chai means. Question wasn't directed at Sumi-chan, but rather at Michi, who's hesitantly trying to sit down. Wow, Muko, are you okay? You're smiling pretty big. Drinks from her cup, looking extremely satisfied. Now that I think about it, Sumi-chan had a lot of stuff in her room that she'd brought. I'm guessing she brought some of it here. Must be really sweet if it's making you that happy. Wow, how rude. I mean, I know he likes spicy, but... I like how they say Tabasco specifically. Like, not just hot sauce, but, like, Tabasco. Which, Tabasco is not good, okay? We're just gonna say that right now. Even I wouldn't consider those as drinks. People drink curry? Why? You're supposed to eat it, not drink it. Just fat people. Just fat people drink curry. You know, maybe I'd like to drink some curry sometime. Wait, there's a pre-made pouch for it too? Why am I living in America? Why? Why would I not be living in Japan? Why would I live in a country where you can't even go to the grocery store, or, excuse me, you can't go to the convenience store and get something that's actually edible? Why would I live here? Why would I live in a place that you can't just get nice food on the go? It's a sad state of affairs going to a convenience store here in America. It's very sad. Not drinking at a regular black coffee is fine. Chai sounds good. I can't tell if she's in the mood for something sweet, wants to try it because it was recommended, or she's just plain interested. Just go ahead and make our tea. Be fine with the chai too, but isn't it really sweet? I'm not so sure about drinking something like that right after waking up. Give it a try then.
あ、僕もそれがいい。
Guys, why did you do this? Now I want some chai. That sounds really good.
シナモンなんてあったか？あ、あるわ。
When did our office turn into a tea shop? That's the thing. It always was. We just now have
こ
someone
こ
to
に
make
いる
it
時
for
間
us.
が長いのですもの。
Yeah, we do spend an absurdly amount of time in here. Like, I would love to know, like, as far as, like, the whole game, how much time is actually just spent in this room. I feel like it's a lot. But he joins in our conversation probably because Louis isn't paying her any attention to her. You brought stuff here too.
静かはなかなか入れるのが上手よ。ルイほどじゃないけど。
She's been blushing a lot. Like, is she, like, digging on Louis right now? There's that Louis at the corner of her eye, but he continues to look indifferent.
嬉しくね。
In spite of his words, he goes to brew the tea using the skills he's honed during his time here. It's practically become second nature for him.
褒めたのに。
So, does it use milk, though? Do we have a fridge in here?
俺は給仕じゃねえんだよ。
Yeah, you're an errand boy.
うるせえ。やっぱシナモンじゃなくてタバスコぶち込むぞ。
Please don't. That doesn't sound appetizing at all.
そろそろ話を進めてもよろしいでしょうかね。
Hell yeah, Louis. We were waiting. Let's do it. Louis speaks up as he snaps the book in his hand shut. He was listening in after all. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like the tension is slowly slipping away. Are we gonna use
こうして
the
ると
thing again?
異常事態の真っ最中って感じがしないもんね。
Yeah, Matsuki, you're kind of right.
ですが、水面下では何が起きているかわかりませんから。ああ、そうだな。だからって焦るのは良くないとも思うけれど。
I don't know. I feel like after all that just happened, we should definitely be like at a good pace, you know? I feel like things are starting to come into motion here, especially after what we've seen. We've seen their plans going into motion.
そうだよ。緊張しっぱなしだといざって時に集中力が持たないよ。
You don't have to always be on edge, but you should like have some sense of urgency, right?
かといっていつまでもカレーは飲み物か否かを論じている場合でもないでしょう。
Alright, sorry if you guys have been hearing any audio issues. I've been trying to figure out what's going on with my microphones. I've had to like pause the video a few times in the past few minutes, so hopefully I won't have to keep doing that.
聞いてはいたのね。
He's always listening.
嫌でも耳に入ります。
Conversation simply entered your ears, huh?
それじゃあカレーもタバスコも一旦置いておいて状況を整理しましょう。
You know, I think that's the best idea we've had. She takes out the black and white notebooks and places them on top of the desk side by side. The relaxed atmosphere suddenly becomes much more tense. Everyone's gotten so fast at switching gears. It's like we all have a switch that gets flipped when we start serious discussions. Having overcome all sorts of troublesome incidents together, we've grown a lot more in sync.
まずはこのノートの件の前に学園の現状を報告を兼ねて話しておきます。長期休暇を早めることにより西寮の生徒たちには一足先に学園を出てもらいました。
Okay. Students living in the West Storm were used as vessels for the souls of students from 20 years ago. There's a heavy-handed plan in order to have them physically leave the school, but everything went smoothly.
これでしばらく少なくとも休暇が終わるまでは時間が稼げるはずです。
As she says that, Muko looks at Hanatate somewhat discontentedly.
西寮なのに居残っている人もいますが。えへへ。
Alright, I forgot Hanatate lived there.
そうですよ。本当はムツキにも実家に帰ってもらうつもりだったのですけれど。大丈夫。今は西寮の部屋には戻らないようにして、もーちゃんの部屋に泊まってるから。
I feel like everyone's just sleeping in each other's rooms. Some of them may be doing more conspicuous things.
そこじゃないんですけどね。
Basically, Muko saw this as a good opportunity to distance Hanatate from this dangerous school, but her negotiations have apparently failed. She's always been no match for Hanatate, it seems. Everyone else has picked up on this as well, and we all warmly gaze at Muko as she sighs.
とにかく
Getting her composure, she shrugs her shoulders and places her hands on the notebooks on the desk.
西寮の生徒がいない今のうちに 過去のことを調べてしまいたいのです。この2冊のノートに綴られた2人の人物の記憶、正確には日記風に綴られた記憶ですが、その2人の日記についてで、黒い方のノートに書かれた日記の主はどうやらこの学園の創始者クラール・ラズリット、そして白いノートの日記は彼女が引き取ってきた少女セディのもののようです。
引き取られた経緯やそもそもどこの子供だったのかといった詳細は不明ですね。
I thought we did. Is that something we only saw that they didn't? Because I thought it had something to do with everyone was kind of afraid of her, and then there was that whole call. Wasn't that at the beginning? Maybe that was before they really came into play.
残念ながら引き取って学園に連れてきたあたりのことからしか分かっていません。
Guessing that's something we're gonna touch on maybe soon, hopefully. Murukuma brings out the tea he brewed and places the cups in front of us. Thankfully, I can smell cinnamon. Gotta be careful of that one. Muko continues after waiting for him to return to his
セディ
siege.
はラズリットのことをお母様と呼び、とても慕っていたようですね。ラズリットさんの方もすごく可愛がってたっぽいよね。二人の仲はとても良かったように読めるな。そうですね。そしてセディは学園に生徒として通うようになったようです。クラスにも友達できて仲良くやってたみたいだよね。でも何かが起きた。そうです。なぜかラズリットはしばらく離れなければならないかもしれない。その結果なのかどうかは不明ですが、ラズリットは過ちを犯してしまう。それが火事？火事そのものを指しているのか、過ちが原因で結果的に火事になったのか、そのあたりはまだわかりませんね。
Since we're kind of connecting the two fires that happened, the one at our house and the one that happened at the school, I'm trying to think how old we would have been. Has it really been 20 years? I feel like we were a little bit older than that. So they probably didn't happen at the same time, which makes me wonder if there was some element of time travel or some element of time manipulation that happened, because I kind of think that they're related. And just because they have implied that, right? I do kind of buy into it. That the girl that appeared with Michiru was also the one that set the fire. Maybe she was also connected in some way to the one at the school. We just don't really know yet.
火事も普通に起きたものとは思えません。
Oh yeah, I don't think so at all.
同感です。セディも突然火が出たというふうに書いていますから。
Wasn't the fire more of an illusion too? It wasn't like an actual fire.
突然か。やっぱり誰かが火を放ったんだろうか。それってやっぱりその場にいたっていう知らない人の仕業かな。集会の最中、突然、本当に突然誰か。
Freya mentioned that, didn't she?
生徒が知らない人っていうのだから間違いなくラズリットではないわよね。
I don't know. I mean, there's a few different ways this could go down. Let's propose another theory. The person that they all saw that nobody knew was this Angel character, right? Okay, let's just say that. Let's say that, Angel's not actually Crowl or anybody. Let's say that Angel was actually, protecting them. Because if she appeared at both events, you could say that she maybe started both events. But I also am wondering that if some of the night students didn't die, I'm wondering if maybe she was protecting them. I don't have any really big evidence to, back up that theory. I just like to make theories, though. I really like to play devil's advocate, and if you ask my wife, she'll tell you I do this all the time. I really like to see things from both perspectives because it kind of gives me a more fuller picture. Kind of picturing oh, what if the villain's actually a good guy, What if we just have it all wrong? I don't know
じ
though.
ゃあ誰なんだ？つうか、もしそいつが放火犯だとしたら、室内に入り込んできて火をつけるっておかしくねえか？
You know, I actually want to do something real quick.
セーブメニュ
I
ー
want us
セ
to
ー
go
ブしま
back.
すか？
Okay,
セ
we're
ー
gonna
ブしま
save
した
right here. We're
タ
gonna go
イ
to
トルに
title.
戻り時計仕掛けのレイライン朝霧に散る花
So we have this angel character, right? We also have this other woman here. That kind of looks like Crowl to me. I don't know if Angel's supposed to be like another good character that's somehow involved in the whole story, because the thing that kind of makes me believe that this is Crowl, kind of the faded one, right? And then the white-haired one, she says her name's Angel, so I don't know if she's supposed to be Sedme or how that works. But if we kind of look over here with Bujito, that the Ermine's there separately, kind of like as if the Ermine is a separate character from the rest. I don't know. That just kind
ロ
of
ード
makes
メ
me
ニューで
think
すロ
that
ードし
there's
ますか
maybe
ロード
three
しました。
characters we don't know about.
つうか、もしそいつが放火犯だと
I
した
don't know though.
ら、
I
室
don't
内
have
に入り
clear
込んで
evidence
きて
of that.
火をつけるっておか
I'm
しく
just
ねえ
trying
か？
to understand. I'm using all of my brain power and it's not working. For a traitor to be in the room with
自
them.
分も燃えちゃうもんねそれでもいいと思ってたってことかな
But am I wrong? I thought the fire was more illusionary. I didn't think it was an actual burning fire. I mean, maybe part of it was too, but I don't know.
無理心中みたいなこと
No, I don't think that's the case.
無理心中
And he furrows her brow, looking
ああ
confused.
そういえば欧米には心中という概念がないのだそうですねそうなんだどういうものなの例えばラズリットさんを思ってる人がいてでも振られてラズリットさんの大事にしてる学園ごと全部燃やして俺も死ぬとか
Okay, I mean, if they're gonna put credibility into this being possible, I guess I need to as well. I just was like ready to brush that off real quick. I don't know. Why would they kill themselves too?
頭がおかしいとしか思えないのですけれど
I don't think it was a guy, but sure.
間違ってません正気でできる行いではありませんからだったらその放火犯の人に気がある素振りを見せちゃったのが過ちってことになるの
Okay, if we're gonna pose it this way, I can tell you exactly what's going on. Showing interest in the arsonist. First of all, it's not a guy, it's the daughter. It's the daughter that she ended up taking in. It's the daughter that she tried to mold and tried to make a good person. Even though everybody like kind of warned her and was like staying away from her because she was crazy. So Kral was trying to really be a good influence and trying to make a difference in her life. I guess that's kind of what I would refer to if you're talking about a mistake in that context, like showing interest in them.
だけどそこまで思い詰めるような相手がいたならラズリットさんの日記に一言も触れられていないのは不自然じゃないかな
But that's the thing, it only mentions the person that I would think they're talking about.
あ、それもそっかこの大切な人が男性である可能性はゼロではありませんが
Just for the white notebook, what's wrong, Mother? You said you were going to meet someone important today. Were you unable to meet them? Sorry for making you worry. I was just a little disappointed I couldn't make them happy. She points out the part in the diary where Sedme
喜
wrote that.
んでもらえなくてというのは言い寄られて困っている相手に対しての発言としては少し違和感を感じます
Okay, well, there is that. I mean, is that to imply that there was somebody else and then, you know, they burnt down the school? Or was that to imply that, you know, to throw us off of who it actually is that said me? Maybe she scared them off by saying that she had a daughter who's really cute.
それは引くと思うけどそこまで親密になる前に言わない
I don't know, some people don't like single parents.
学園に通わせているってことは引き取ったこと自体を周りに隠してるわけでもないしな
That's true.
だいたいその説が合っていたとしたらこの後ラズリットがセディとしばらく離れなければならないという話が彼氏が娘嫌がるからあなた手放していいっていうすんごいドロドロした話になるね
I don't know, I really think they're throwing us off right now. I could be wrong on that. I just feel like that's not at all what's going on.
そんな身勝手な方だったという印象はありません。落ち着いてください。それはありえません。ほら、この
Twins to a line on the page. I will always protect
どう
you.
見てもラズリットの中ではセディの方が優先されていたと受け取れます。そうよね。やっぱり男の方の勝手な思い込みなんだわ。
それ以前にそんな男が実在した証拠がまだ何もないだろうが。
Thank you, Louis.
でございます。
Yeah, we have no proof that any such man exists.
分かってるわよ。例えばの話でしょ。それにしばらく一緒にいられなくなるかもしれないって言ってるってことはずっと離れるわけじゃないってことだよね。ストーカー男が危ないからセディさんだけ安全なところに隠したかったとかかな。
Honestly, I just don't think they know what they're even talking about. They're speculating as much as I do at this point.
なんか妙に辻褄は合ってるけどさ、そのストーカーが犯人って前提で進めていいのか？
いえ、ルイさんもおっしゃる通り、知らない人に関してはまだ何も確証がありませんから。しかし、自分もいるその場で火をつけたってことは、自分も死ぬ気だったということではあるのか？それとも脅かすつもりだけで全焼させる気はなかったんだろうか？それも考えられます。予想外に火の手が回ってしまった。もしくはそもそも火を放つ気はなかった。
Okay, I'm gonna throw out a theory. Here's what I think happened. Lazarate got involved with somebody who she thought was an ally, someone who was a friend, someone she could trust, and then they started asking too much of her. Because let's think about the facts. Lazarate is a very powerful Maggie, okay? She's capable of making the Lazarate Bloodstones, which are a very useful item to have. Boosting your mana supply, being able to sustain things like the Night Students. I'm wondering if they kind of wanted her to do some unethical stuff, and they wanted to get rid of her for that, because she wasn't willing to go along with it. That would explain kind of who's behind all of the Night Student stuff. Maybe they lost this... No. I was wondering if they were trying to revive somebody in their past that died, and that's kind of where they got the idea for the whole Night Realm students thing. Maybe they're using it as an experiment to actually revive their real child or something, or maybe as a way of keeping themselves alive forever. I don't know. It could be kind of like a Voldemort situation. Like I said, I've always kind of compared this game to like Harry Potter. So I kind of always think along those lines, like somebody like trying to like have immortality, that kind of thing. I'm wondering though if it was somebody who betrayed her, ended up using the students as collateral, and then is maybe doing some kind of plot to revive them, maybe as like an army, maybe as revenge. I don't know. That's just a theory though. I like I said, I've been making a lot of theories. I don't really have anything to back them. You know, I think I should have enough hints to really like put something together by now, and I'm having a hard time. Rachel had been quietly listening to us the entire time, and her face went a bit pale when we started talking about a fire. Something but bad memories for her. I'm a little worried, but if her mana were to go berserk, Sparky and the other Maggie here would notice. So right now I can still rest easy.
火をつける気がなかったってのはミストが暴走したとかその手の事故ってことか。
使うべきミストを間違えたとかいくらでも理由は考えられますね。
Rita's not here, so we can't even ask if there's a miss like that. I think the fire was very much intentional. It sounded like she got involved with somebody bad though, or she made a mistake, you know, maybe trusting them.
そうで
That's
す。
why I think that.
今一番の問題はそこです。ミストについて聞けないばかりか、リトさんがいないとこちらの黒いノートの記述を進めることができません。そっか。じゃあ白い方だけでも進めてみるしかないよね。
まだインクが溜まってねえけどな。
早く溜まってくれないかな。今日の午後には溜まっていると思いますよ。
I mean today that
前
quickly.
回はもっと時間がかかったと思うが。実は 以前の調査の時に使用した魔法陣のことを思い出しまして、
Which
周囲
one?
の自然物などから魔力を集積して高めるというものです。
Yeah, I do. She used it to force me to say my real name. We use that, the ink should refill faster,
え
right?
え、もっと早く思い出すべきでした。じゃあ今はそれをあのインクに使ってるってこと？そうです。あのミストの周りに描いて置いてあります。ペンは人の魔力で遡る過去に反応しますが、インクは勝手にたまる。つまり自然物からの魔力で促進できるのではないかと思い。
This explains how she hopes to fill the ink bottle much faster
な
like
るほど。
this.
じゃあもうすぐ溜まってるってことだね。ええ。
The phone in the office rings as if to cut out Muko's sentence short.
はい、特殊事案調査分室。はい、ミブさんですか？
Promptly answers and it seems the call was for Sabaki-chan.
少々お待ちください。ミブさん。ああ、ありがとう。もしもし、ミブだが。
Taking the receiver from Muko, she says a few words and soon ends the call.
すまない。風紀から呼び出しだ。ちょっと行ってくる。はい、お疲れ様です。
Wonder if that's about the guy that just got onto campus.
何かあったの？トラブルみたいだが、水漏れがどうとか言っていたから、ミストは関係なさそうだよ。そっか。行ってらっしゃい。うん。行ってきます。
I don't know if that's good, having her separate like that. Puts her hand and runs off.
さて、とりあえず現状はそういったところです。
リトが不在でいろいろと手詰まりとなると、やはり彼女の奪還を目指すべきですか。
I think that's a little hopeless right now, but sure.
さすがにリトさんはひどいことされてないとは思うけど、早く取り返したいよね。
リトの居場所ってあいつらの潜伏先だろうからな。それが見つかりゃ撃てる手立ても増えるんじゃないか。
About their hideout, though.
学園長も一緒にいるだろうから、捕まえてリトを解放できればベストだよね。
Can you guys use your perfume to follow Rito's traces or something? The idea randomly comes to mind and asks Heidi and Louie. The two of them shake their
何
heads.
かできないかとは思って考えてはみたのだけれど。
As she says that, she gets up and makes a quick trip out to the library. She returns with a book in her hand.
いい？もしも敵がクラール・ラズリット本人か、それに準じた能力を持つ、その能力は時を操る能力なの。この本には時を操る能力について少しだけ解説されている部分があるわ。
Okay. This is the thick book that she brought from the library and lays it out in the middle of the desk to show us. Fortunately, it's not Japanese, so I can't make heads or tails of it.
現在の時間の流れとは断絶した空間を作ることができると書かれてる。
Okay, that's exactly what I think is happening to the night students. I don't think they're dead. I think they're severed from the flow of time.
現在の時間とは？そうよ。そしてその空間は作ったマギエ本人、もしくは同質の能力を持つマギエでなければどうしようもないの。
Okay, and I definitely, I don't know. I don't think Krell's bad, but I don't know. Maybe she is. I'm wondering if there's like another Maggie who could do something similar.
つまり私たちがヤヌスの鍵を使っても繋がらない？
Yeah, I don't think the key of Yanis can go to some place that's stuck in time.
そういうこと。時を操るマギエでなければ出入りは無理ね。
Not the same as the space, one where we destroyed the magic circle, right? It's another one.
違うわ。だってあの場所にはヤヌスの鍵でも繋がったでしょ。
I still don't technically understand what that whole space was about, because there's that whole, like, kind of magical world down there that we haven't explained, that apparently Fujita is very much aware of.
あの空間も同じように魔術で作り出した空間ではあるけれど、今のこの世界、この時間と断絶されているわけではないってことよ。
See.
時間すら途切れた場所にあるとか、 ちゃくちゃだな。
今のところ私たちにはその場所へ行く術はない。
残念ながら。
Knock on the office door startles us. Go hide just in case. I whisper that to Mitra and she quickly uses the key of Vienna to transport herself elsewhere.
どちら様ですか？
Luca responds after confirming that Mitra has left. The door opens and a student wearing a disciplinary committee uniform nervously walks in.
お邪魔します。お客様がいらっしゃってるのですが。
依頼人ですか？生徒はほぼ帰省したはずですが。
いえ、徳さんにではなく、ドイツのお二人にです。
They're like, ah, shit. Heidi is clearly annoyed, and while Louis' expression is the same as ever, it's obviously he's
この地下
displeased.
にお通ししていいものか判断がつかなかったので、とりあえず学園長室で待っていただいています。
そうですか。ありがとうございます。
それでは、自分は急ぎますので。
What do you got going on?
何かあったのか？
What, you guys have nothing going on. What do you mean you're in a hurry? You're in a hurry to get to lunch or what?
東寮にトラブルがあったそうなので。
Oh, trouble in the east store with the water leak? Really? You guys need the whole squad there for that, huh? Smoky-chan was just called up for that too, just to be absolutely sure it's not a miss, right?
今のところはただの水道トラブルによる水漏れと聞いています。
It's the organization. They're causing trouble. They're trying to split us up right now.
そっか。姫ちゃん手伝ってあげたいな。私そっち行ってきてもいい？ええ、どうぞ。じゃ一緒に行きまーす。
いいんですか？
邪魔にはならねえと思うから後期使ってやってくれ。
よろしく。
あ、はい。
これで何かあったら呼んで。
She gives her own copy of the key of Vienna to
大
Murakuma.
丈夫かよ。
姫ちゃん一緒だから平気だよ。じゃあ行ってきまーす。
I don't. This just reminds me of when we all like met up on the bridge, except now it's the opposite. We're all getting split up. You have any idea who the guest is?
ありますとも。そういえばドイツに帰ってくるよう言われていたのでしたか？ええ、まあね。
本家から誰かよこしてきたな。
Louis says that sounding absolutely pissed. His expression also turned to want to discuss after the discerning committee member left.
帰らないと何度も言ってるのに。ですがこのまま学園長室に放っておくわけにもいきませんよ。
I mean, you could.
わかってる。
Louis reluctantly gets up from his seat. Heidi sighs and does the same.
なら私たちも行きましょう。残っていただいていることについては。そうだね。こっちが困ってるからお願いしてるんですって。だといいのですけれど。
誰が来てるかによるな。まあ、すまんがそれなら頼む。
Interested in that conversation with Joe.
行きましょう。
With that, all of us leave the bureau office to greet the guest. Who is this mysterious guest? I wonder if they're gonna be just another obstacle in the way, or if they're gonna be someone actually important. After taking one step in the principal's office, Heidi sees the person waiting there is at a loss for words. Oh, he has a sprite. That means he must be important.
The speed.
Juice Beat. The man sitting on the sofa mutters after glancing at Louis and Heidi. Even when he's seated, I can tell that the glasses-wearing man is quite tall, and he looks completely disinterested in the current situation. Clack, clack, clack. I wonder what that sound is, and notice he's rotating a Rubik's Cube. He must have had a lot of free time as the puzzle is almost finished. Amateur. Doesn't even have it done yet. What is the world record now for solving a Rubik's Cube? Like 3 seconds? Louis standing diagonally behind Heidi clicks his tongue after seeing the visitor. He said that things would go differently depending on who showed up, but based on his reaction, it sounds like this was someone completely unexpected. Who's that? I decided against asking Louis and instead approach Heidi and ask her in a low voice. Or I just imagine us going, "Who's that?" Just yelling at her ear. Her eyes wander as if it's a difficult question to answer. Having sensed that in the air, he leisurely gets up and faces us. The puzzle left on the table beside him had been completed at some
バインベル
point.
が本家から参りました。アーリックと申します。そちらにいるルートビヒの兄にあたります。
Ah, shit, you're the older brother, huh? Brother?
一応な。
They don't look very alike. Did they look more similar before Louis was transformed into a woman by the power of the Mackey's fake eye?
特殊事案調査分室の方々ですね。報告は聞いております。
その通りですが。
ああ、あなた方にお手間は取らせません。私はその二人を連れ帰るだけのために参りましたので。
今はドイツには戻れないってことは何度も説明したはずよ。
失礼ながら魔術師として私がお二人に引けを取っているとは思えません。
それは自分が代わりに残るから俺たちだけ帰れという提案か？
いや、フラウとお前を連れて帰ることがまず最優先だ。その後、必要なら私だけこちらへ戻る。
No, because I want them here. Louis' funny. You're not funny, okay? And Adelheide's got big eyes. She needs to stay. I need something to look into when I'm lonely, okay?
よくないわよ。帰らないって言ってるでしょ。だいたいあなたここの状況知ってて言ってるの？
報告内容は全て把握しております。少なくとも私ならば敵に捕まり暗示をかけられるなどという
Yeah,
失
yeah,
態
that's
は
what
犯
everyone
しま
would
せん。
say, huh? Okay, okay, buddy.
バカ正直に何でも全部報告するからだ。
だって隠し事をしてたなんてことがバレた方が大事になると思って。
Ulrich guy frowns, suspicious of their exchange. Oh, could it be that?
建前はいい。今必要なのはラズリットの能力に対抗できるマギエだ。
なるほど。この方々にはすでに全て打ち明けてあるというわけか。
I knew it. He'd have to look suspicious in order to keep up appearances after seeing Louis, who's supposed to be the butler, badmouth Heidi.
それも軽率な話だが、まあ今はいいだろう。魔術知識が必要なら私でも良いのでは？
I don't know. I don't know you. You just came here wearing your suit and glasses, acting like you're all tough. I mean, you must be related to Louis, for sure. After realizing there's no need for formalities, he quickly drops the politeness in his voice. He just turns into another Louis.
今さら起きたことを一から話して把握してもらってる暇なんかあるか？
報告は全て受けていると言ったはずだが。
ここで起きていることは電話越しに聞いただけで全て把握できるほど。
見くびるなよ。相当特殊な場所であることくらいは一歩入った時点で分かった。
その程度のことが分かったところでな。
当主を残しておいては危険な場所だということは十分理解できたさ。
今来たばかりのお前が残るより事態を見てきた我々の方がより効率的に動ける。第一、お前の提案では一時的に我々のどちらもここから去ることに。
効率の問題じゃないだろう。本家は当主をこんな場所に置いておくことはできないと。
We're never gonna get anywhere at this rate. Why don't you just both stay and then we can get this done together? Even though they both look calm, neither of them are willing to budge. Take the chance to stealthily ask Heidi another question. Is he strong?
あの人には絶対に手荒な真似はしないで。
She answers with an unusually serious face. That is really surprising for Heidi. We shouldn't mess with him then. I can take it.
やれやれ。何が何でも連れて帰るよう言われているんだから。
I mean, is he Koga strong? Because Koga's pretty strong. Okay, let's get that straight here.
おう手段は問わないと。
Picking up the unsettling mood, Heidi calls out to Louis as if to
こ
restrain
んな
him.
ところで荒事を起こす気はない。あいつが挑発してくるからだ。
挑発したつもりはないんだが。
十分そう聞こえたぞ。
荒事は本意じゃないのはこちらも同じだ。まったく。
I love seeing these two interact. It's great. Ulrich sighs and shrugs his shoulders.
私も仕事を放り出してきているんだぞ。少しは事情を組んでくれないか。
つまり早くドイツに帰らせろと。
もちろんだ。
なら協力しろ。我々を連れてドイツに帰る一番手っ取り早い方法は今ここで起きている事態を解決することだ。
This is a great plan.
私まで今すぐ巻き。
一番早く帰れる方法を提示したまでだ。
Troubled, he looks up at the ceiling for a moment, crosses his arms, and goes into deep thought, only to end up saying with a
少
sigh.
し考えさせてくれないか。
構わんが滞在時間が伸びるだけだぞ。我々はそれ以外の条件で帰るつもりはない。
わかったわかった。まったく言い出したら聞かんやつだな。昔から。
One stubborn fellow. Isn't this your brother? Proceeds to pick up his belongings that he left lying on the ground beside the sofa.
客室は
Being asked that, Louis turns to look at
東
Muko.
寮でいいのか？
あなた方の部屋の並びにある部屋で良いかと思います。
わかった。なら行こ
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna
Tano.
tell us what we can and can't do here?
ああ皆さんしばらく厄介になります。
ああ、はい。あ、忘れ物ですよ。
Picks up the Rubik's Cube left on top of the desk and offers it to Ulrich. Okay, is anybody bothered by this? I'm kind of bothered by this a little bit. So at first glance, this is a Rubik's Cube, right? But it looks kind of see-through. And it reminds me kind of what we were seeing in that other dimension. I don't know. Am I making a totally, like, crazy connection right now? It reminds me kind of what we were seeing in that dimension where Rito's being held and where Fujito was. I don't know. Am I making a crazy connection right now? Like, that's not involved with each other at all? I don't know. It looks kind of similar. Like, I really want to go back and look real quick. I just don't know if I'm being crazy doing that.
私のものではありませんよ。元から置いてありました。
Okay, now I need to go back. Hold up. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna go back to the other thing. I want to see if I'm just being crazy.
いやー、
Okay,
全
so we're
く
back
申し
in this
訳ない。
I don't know. I just remember there being these objects in the sky, and I thought they kind of looked almost a little bit like Rubik's Cubes. Now that I'm seeing them, maybe they're a little bit different. But I remember there was like some colors in this room that I was kind of wondering if we're like connected to that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just kind of imagining that because that doesn't seem to be the case. But I don't know. I was wondering if that has something to do with like how we get to this world. I'm not too sure about that though. Okay, we'll just continue on then. I don't know. The colors are kind of interesting. They're very bright and makes me
あ
wonder.
れ、そうなんですか。
ええ、待っている間暇だったので遊ばせてもらっただけです。元に戻しておけばいいですかね。
Takes the puzzle and twists it a few times, scrambling the sides. Apparently, it was on a completely unsolved state to begin with.
多分こんな感じだったと。
Yeah, like, does that not look kind of similar in colors? Like, it's just kind of different. Because you can kind of see that, I think since it's see-through, it actually makes new colors with the light going through it. I feel like that's how we get to this other world. Like, I feel like you have to put in maybe, like, a certain color combination, and then you can, like, access it. Like, there's no way they just introduced this puzzle, right? Like, this Rubik's Cube for no reason. And it looks a little bit different than Rubik's Cubes I know. It's, like, really clear, whereas I think the other ones are more, like, plasticky now. Maybe that's just because the ones they make nowadays are cheap. Maybe they made it better back then, but... This is a scrambling cube on the table, picks up the luggage again.
もう、なんでこんなことに。
I don't know. I just... You're not gonna tell me that there was nothing weird about that Rubik's Cube? Like, I don't know.
それはこっちのセリフだ。
They exit the room grumbling. We have no business being here any longer, so we follow after them. On leaving the room, Muko stops, walks, and furrows her brow. Stops walking and furrows her brow, looking at the principal's office. What's wrong,
あ
Muko?
んなもの、学園長室で今まで一度でも見た覚えがありますか？
Okay, I'm not the only one who thinks it was weird then. In that puzzle. No, I don't.
まさかミストか。
急に出てきたってことは、そうかも。
We seal it just be on the
そう
safe
しまし
side.
ょう。
Is it gonna be there still? Quickly grab the handle of the principal's office door and open it. Oh. Okay, I know what just happened. He just scrambled it. And now it switched around the doors in every room. But I don't see the principal's office, instead sees a random classroom. Might calm down, let's try this again. Close the door and open it. Yeah, we just scrambled up everything, so maybe it is a mist. But maybe through using this, we can get to that kind of place in between
保
time.
健室で
For now, I closed the door to the principal's office. Well, I guess at least the infirmary now. At least I suspected that there was something weird about that. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily 100% connected or if I just kind of like BS'd my way through that, but I knew there was something weird
本
about
当に
it.
ミストなのとしか思えませんね。
なんでよりにもよってリトのいない今。
アーリックさんでしたか。体調に何か異変は？
いえ、何も。今のところ問題ないようです。
I would imagine if he's in the head family that he's a pretty notable guy. I mean, as far as like probably knowledge, he probably has a decent amount of mana.
ミストにあまり驚かれないのですね。
アーデルハイトからこの学園については報告を受けていましたから、学園長についても危険人物だと聞いていましたので、学園の上層部には誰にも挨拶をしていません。
まず我々と合流することを優先したということか。それは賢明だがな。
Was a very wise decision.
なるほど。
But what if, plot twist, this is the guy that was working with Prowl, and he's the one that ended up, you know, starting a fire, killing a bunch of students, or maybe he's like the one that put them in time. Maybe he's like a powerful Maggie and we don't know about it. Maybe he's like secretly the villain. Because, you know, we haven't seen him on the home screen, so I mean, he wasn't important enough, I guess, to put on it. Or maybe he was too important to put on it. I don't know. Plot twist. Doesn't sound like he was lying when he said that he received the reports and how to handle the situation.
それでこの状態はやっぱりさっきアーリックが触っていたパズルのせいなの？
Maybe he knew exactly what he was doing.
おそらくそうでしょうね。タイミング的にもあれだとしか思えません。
Yeah, I don't know. Him showing up and that conveniently being there.
魔力を持っていかれてる感覚もなかったのか。
特に感じなかったな。微量すぎたのならわからんぞ。
まあそうか。
Considering that he proposed staying here in place of Louis and Heidi, he must be well versed in magic.
おそらく扉と扉のつながりをめちゃくちゃにしているミストなのでしょうね。迷惑なミストだね。そして本体があのパズルだとしたら、私たちはどうにかしてもう一度本当に迷惑なミストだね。
My question is, though, shouldn't we have noticed something walking out of the room? Like, that's kind of weird to me. Like, we didn't notice it till we got out of the room, tried to go back in. I mean, I guess maybe, like, I don't know. It has its own rules, I guess. Meaning that we'll have to open doors at random. Sounds absolutely awful, but we don't have a choice. There's still disciplinary committee members roaming the hallways, albeit not many, so we have to fix this soon. We should have noticed before leaving the principal's office, but nothing fell off at the time. Yeah, I think you should have noticed as you were leaving, but I guess one of the conditions for it to activate be the opening and closing of a door. Oh, okay, we're gonna go by that logic, sure. Well, figuring it out at this point in time won't do us any good, and we have no way of confirming without Rito around.
待て。そういや俺さっき鍵預かったんだった。
I don't know, yeah, can we just do that? Can we just open a door to that room? I don't know if that could circumvent it. Light bulb goes off in Murakumo's head and he pulls the key of Vienna's out from his pocket. This is the first smart move that he's ever done. We can get another shot with that.
普通に学園長室につなげりゃいいんだよな。
Murakumo tunes the key in midair, but nothing happens. Oh, now it's a room we can't access.
魔力を使ってる感覚もないですか？
全くねえよ。
He says that he tries to get by the time they're trying to put the key in the keyhole of the door, however, it doesn't seem to work.
ダメだ。そもそも鍵が入らねえ。
それは完全にヤヌスの鍵が無効になっているってことよ。
And that makes me think that that has something to do with the room that they're staying in.
無効に？なんで？
Because of the
多分
mist.
今発動してるパズルのミストの方がヤヌスの鍵よりも魔術道具として上位に当たるのだと思うわ。
Oh, that's annoying.
つまりパズルのミストの効果範囲内ではヤヌスの鍵はどこへ行くこともできず完全に無効化していると。
So we just need to play one of those games where you have to like go into different rooms and try to access the right room. Maybe we just need to get lost.
だと思うわよ。うわー、めんどくさい。
I feel you, Matsuki.
仕
I feel
方あ
you.
りませんね。しらみつぶししかないようです。
だったら手分けした方が早いな。
I mean, technically, you opened and closed the same door, and it randomized which one it was, right? Couldn't you just open and close the same door over and over until you got the right one?
ええ、幸い人数はいますから3組ほどに分かれましょう。
I don't know. Am I totally wrong on that? Like, I feel like that's the easiest solution. Just keep opening and closing the same door,
そうだな
and you don't have to move.
扉を片っ端から開けて回るだけでいいんだろ
It didn't seem like each door was like reconnected to some area. It seemed like it randomized,
村雲くん、
kind of like if you're doing that, you just random. I mean, I say that, but apparently there is like some kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm not smart enough to know that, but if there is like a way to just do that puzzle, right?
ああ持ってるぜ
では札を持っている私と村雲くんは組を分けた方がいい。その札分けてくださる？教えてもらえば多分使えると思うわ。ねえ、もちろんお願いしようと思っていました。
Yep, can't ask us. Takes a few of the usual sealing talismans out from her inner pocket and hands them to Heidi. I don't know. Didn't we seal something once? Maybe not. Heidi looks at them curiously and nods after seeing the pattern drawn on them.
迷薬系なのね。触媒は血だったかしら？ええ、ほんの一滴程度で十分です。発動には術者のマナを唱える必要がありまして。
I don't know, it might run off in the amount of time it takes her to say her name. Never failing a magician, she's able to tell what kind of talisman it is from just a glance. Great that this will be
分かったわ。
quick.
パズルを見つけたらすぐに封印して集合ね。ええ、お願いします。行きましょう、ルイ。
いや、どうせお前もついてくるんだろう。
ああ、無論だ。
That goes without saying.
じゃあ、もーちゃん行こう。
It's almost she's a good shot on
さん
that.
言うな
待て、男女別になるのはリスクが高くないか？
I don't know why.
あのミストがまだ扉をめちゃくちゃにつなぐだけの力しかないとは判明してないだろう。
It swaps your gender, seeming that it could potentially fly around like the music score
それ
lamp.
だったら捕まえるの男子いた方が良さげだね。
That sounds sexist. What do you mean? A woman can be just as fast as a man? Clearly.
お前は牛尾と行けばいいだろう。
Me with Muko.
いいんじゃない？え？
俺も古賀と二人は嫌だ
Hell yeah.
じゃあ村雲くん行こう。ちょっと私の意見は。
You don't
あ
get
た
an
ふたしてる場合
opinion.
か。ほら行け。
You're a woman. If we're gonna be sexist, we're gonna embrace it all the way. He hastily opens the door and shoves me and Muko through it. Also, I don't. That was a joke, by the way. It was a bad one, and I acknowledge that, okay? I don't actually feel that way. End up in the chapel.
頑張れ。むつき、あなた何か
Perhaps because of Muko panicking and trying to turn around, Louis uses too much force and ends up on the side of the door as well.
ちょっとルイ、しま
Oh boy.
いないね。
そりゃさっきどう見ても礼拝堂だったんだからトイレにはいねえだろ
あの
I know, imagine you have to use the toilet right now and you're just like opening doors frantically, like, I need to go.
悪かった。
No, it was an accident. Muko was struggling too much.
すみません。
Honestly, this is the most fun group right here. I mean, these are some of the best characters, so I mean, we might as well, you know, embrace it, have some fun.
いや、今のはわざとだ。
はい。
この3人で話したいことがあったので、多少強引に進めた。
Okay.
そうですか。
I'm guessing it's
それは
warning
良
us
かった
about
です
Ulrich?
よかったんです。それで話したいこととは？
I'm guessing there's more to him that we need to talk about. We change the topic, a sign that she's regained her cool. That was definitely an aggressive move coming from
ひとま
Louis.
ず、近くに学園長室につながっている扉がないかだけ先に見てみよう。
Oh, okay. I was wondering if he wanted to talk about his brother. Maybe it's something
そうですね。
something
ミスト
more
の
than
封
we're
印は
seeing.
急務です。
Muko nods, having returned completely back to normal. We leave the chapel. But why separate us if you're just gonna wait to talk about it anyways? Maybe he wants to be the first to get there so we can solve that problem and then introduce us to something else. No, this is the audio
こ
visual
ちらにも
room.
見当たりません。
They just reach a hallway after traveling through several doors. We walk around checking every door here, but we don't find one leading to the principal's office. Hey, Louis.
なんだ
You said there was something you wanted to talk to us about. Why only me and Muko?
前にこの礼拝堂で対峙した時確信を聞かれても顔色を変えずにうまく処理していたからな。アーデルハイトは秘密を抱えるには性格上非常に向いていないし。
Agreed. A bit too honest and earnest in her facial expressions easily betray her
それで
thoughts.
話したいことというのは
Could it be about the puzzle mist, Ulrich, or the principal? I'm gonna assume it's Ulrich. That's who I think it is. Your brother.
それもあるんだが本題ではない
Frick. We redo.
私もまだ確信が持てたわけではあり今風紀委員は身分さんを含め東寮に集められている状態です。2つのことが同時に起きるにしてもタイミングが重なりすぎているのでは。
正解だ
Oh, I thought it was gonna be about Ulrich. I just assumed that because Ulrich wanted to stay together with Louis and then, you know, he wanted to separate from them. Nodding closes what appears to be another wrong door and turns to face us
学園
again.
側に何か進めたいことでもあるなら都合のいい状態になりすぎている気がする
Yeah, it's definitely screwing with us. Hey, right, neither the disciplinary committee nor the bureau can get in
そ
their
れも
way.
校舎でも東寮でもない場所でです。となると西寮。あそこは学園側にとって大切な場所ですから。
Yeah, but wait, if that train of thought is correct, what about Louis' brother? Wasn't him activating the mist pure coincidence?
それがわからないからわざわざ別れて意見を聞きに来たんだ
Well, wasn't I right then? Isn't that what you wanted to talk about? Was your brother? You wanted to know if he was actually like kind of in on this whole thing, if it was very intentional.
ルイさんから見てアーリックさんは普段と変わったところはないのですね。
I feel like I was supposed to say something else initially, but that's ultimately what it came down to. I feel like I was right.
ああ普段と変
Those in that serious and straight
当
laced.
主よりも本家の意向を最優先にすべしといったところでは俺たち以上だろうな
Because he was definitely talking to someone as they entered the
融通
school.
の利かないところはある
But that could just be like the main family, I don't know.
かたくなにルイさんたちを連れ戻そうとする態度は
そうだしかし先ほどの推論に当てはめるとこのミストのトラブルは偶然の結果として判断してしまっていいものかどうか
I mean, if we're gonna assume that he's, you know, just doing what he does, I mean, placing the mist could have been intentional. It didn't have to be a coincidence that he just so happened to solve something that he shouldn't have.
もし我々が学園側の計略によって閉じ込められているとしたらあのパズルにまつわる一連の行動は作為的なものと考える方が自然だ
Yeah, Fujito could have placed that knowing he was the type of person who would want to solve it, you know? He would want something to do while he's waiting. Means that Tsubaki-chan being pulled away first was all part of their plan as well. That's what I was saying! I'm glad they're pointing that out too. Remember I was saying this feels a lot like the bridge, but instead they're pulling everyone away instead of putting everyone together.
ねえミブさんなら嘘が見抜けますから普段通りの態度が演技なら
そういうことだ彼女が呼び出されたことから全て作為的なものだったただ確証は持てないだからお前たちの意見を聞きたかった
That's what I've been
どう
saying! Well, this isn't good then. Oh no, they're showing the bridge!
はあ当主を守らなければならないというのにこんなわけのわからない空間ではぐれてしまうとは
Like, you can't tell me I'm not right. Like, I was saying all that, I was comparing it to this bridge, and then, lo and behold, there's this bridge. One wants to sigh here. Ulrich has been concerned only with Louis' whereabouts. The very first thing he does is opening a door is, after opening a door is look for him.
守りたいならちゃんと協力してくださる
しているさほらまたいない学園長室でもない
ちゃんとっていうのは本家の命令に逆らってでもってことで
さっきルートビヒが言っていた早く帰る方法ということか
そうですわざわざあなたが来たということは本家から 多少力ずくになってでも連れ帰れと。
その言葉は否定できないがな。ただ別に敵対しているわけではない。本家は当主を守りたいだけなのだ。それは分かっているのだろう。
I mean, clearly.
もちろんです。
The main Weinberger family, Louis is a valuable asset. I would say an invaluable asset, as he is compatible enough with that fake guy to change sexes. At the very least, there has been no record of that ever happening before. That's why they have no choice but to be cautious when it comes to him, meaning that they can't leave him in the middle of all this trouble. Yeah, it's understandable.
実際私も一度は自分を置いて脱出するようルイに言いました。
それは正しい。そして今私がしようとしていることと、なぜその考えが途中からひっくり返されて二人とも今この学園にこだわっているのか私には理解できないが。
それは
当主の身の安全が第一。そのはずだろう。お前だってそのために存在しているはずだぞ、アデライド。
I know that, but
持って帰れるわけないじゃない。
he probably wouldn't accept that as an excuse. If anything, he'd ask what's gotten into me, being swept away by my personal feelings when I'm supposed to be a shield.
まあ今はそんな話をしている場合じゃないな。早くルート備品を見つけて。
そうです。
ダメだ、食堂だった。
Hey, that's a good place to be, okay? I mean, I know that's not the place you're looking for, but...
こっちもダメ。どっかの教室。
Anatate closes the door and walks towards me, looking somewhat
この廊
fatigued.
下はもう全部見たかな。
だな。
We've been opening doors one after another, but none of them led to the principal's office. Starting to wonder if there even is one that'll take us there.
こいつが使えるな。
Even though I know it's useless, I can't help but take out the key of Yanis and try turning it in midair. As expected, it doesn't respond or activate at all.
しょうがねえ。他行くか。
だね。しらみつぶししらみつぶし。
Try to try them all.
意外と元気だな。
何が？
さっきちょっと疲れた顔してたのに。
ああ、私立ち直り早いの。
だろうな。
She seems like the kind of person who'd be down in the dumps one minute and then acting like nothing ever happened the next. I'm honestly jealous.
もーちゃんたちとも会わないよね。同じところにはつながってくれないのかな。
全く見かけねえってことは。
もーちゃんって言えばね。
なんだ？
ミッチーとミチルちゃんってすっごく仲良しじゃない？
そりゃ兄弟だからな。
だからもーちゃんがほんのり心配してるんだよね。
なんで心配なんだ？兄弟ならあんなもんだろ。
ああ、そういえば村雲くんとこも仲良かったね。
なんだそのしみじみした口調は。
Isn't that usually the case? I never thought of it as
そ
weird.
れでね、もーちゃんに相談されてたんだよね。
相談？
ミッチーがここにミチルがいればって念じたら、ミチルちゃんが本当にヤヌスの鍵使ってひょっこり現れたらしいんだけど、仲良すぎじゃないかなって。
心配ね。
I don't think worry is the right term to describe it. Whenever Koga is involved, Shishigatani gets unusually flustered, so she's probably...
待てよ。古賀が念じたら唐突にミチルが現れたってのは。
It's a ridiculous amount of mana. Maybe she could even blow away this
念
maze.
じたら。
I stealthily touched the mark that Mitra left on my wrist. Maybe this still connects to her. Maybe I could do that too.
聞こえるかな。おい、ミチル。
I love that we get not just the first one with Koga, that was really funny, but we get the second one with Shizuka. Just trying to summon somebody. Very earnestly for her to come if she's able to hear me. Yes, or maybe I'm not wishing hard enough.
聞こえるか。ミチル、聞こえたらここに来てくれ。お前のくれたあざはまだここにあるんだ。頼む。届け。届いてくれ。
どうしたの村雲くん。ものすっごいシリアスな顔して手首を押さえて。 なんかおでこに第三の目でも開くのかってくらいマジ顔だったけど。
開かねえよ。
I was wishing for something that was just as impossible, though.
そうだよね。
I guess your connection's not as strong, huh?
で、何してたの？
I mean, to be fair, though, they do have a strong connection, just based on, like, kind of what happened before.
なんでもない。ちょっと疲れてきただけだ。
I was starting to see things. I was having
本当に？
visions.
本当だから。探すぞ扉。
I knew there was nothing more than a faint glimmer of hope, but it was impossible after all. Thinking about it again with a cool head, I don't know why I thought that would ever work.
変なの？
Got him. That's great. What am I doing? If only Hanatate never mentioned Koga summoning Mishra like that.
ミブさんが呼び出された件、ルイさんのお兄さんが発動させたミストの件、すべてが作為的なのかどうか、まだ何とも言えませんね。
I can say Justin for sure. Muko responds to Louis' request for pencil
明
shaking her
確に
head.
学園側とつながりがあるという言動も特になかったと思います。
That's because it wasn't. It was made to seem natural.
確証が持てていなくても、現状を踏まえると何かある前提で動いていた方が安全だと思います。
Or Fajita's laughing her ass off because none of this was planned whatsoever. She's just laughing because, you know, you guys got yourself into a funny situation that she had nothing to do with. Yeah, time is too convenient for me to think otherwise. But yeah, I think realistically that's what's going on.
ああ、そうだな。
Justin for sure. Yep. By the way, what sort of position does your brother hold? You're the actual head of the family,
アーリ
right?
ックは俺のスペアだ。
What do you mean?
バインベルガーの当主は代々このマギへの義眼を受け継いでいる。それは話しただろう。
Yep, yep. Look at I nod, prompting him to continue.
俺に何かあった時、代わりに義眼を引き継ぐ役割を担っているのがあいつだということだ。だから学園長室であいつを見た時、アーデルハイトはあそこまで驚いたんだ。
Isn't that suspicious then that he came by himself, somebody that's so important?
まさか退避しろと散々言っている場所に、いざという時の義眼の器を送り込んでくるとは思わなかったからな。
Yeah, that seems suspicious to me. Very much so.
バインベルガーの家がなぜそのような重要な人物をわざわざよこしたのかはお分かりですか？
それはおそらく本家の人間の中であいつが一番腕が立つからだ。俺が言うことを聞かなければ力ずくでも連れて帰れとでも言われているのだろう。
I mean, I can understand them thinking that he's capable enough to handle himself, but I don't know. Not sure how I feel about that.
兄である彼ではなく、あなたが義眼を先に受け継いだのは魔術の素養の高さであるとか。
いや、そもそもアーリックと俺は血はつながってない。
Bastard child. But I thought you two didn't
お
look
二
like.
人ともその義眼を受け継ぐ素養があるから本家に入り義兄弟になった。
Am I right to
どういうこと
kind
で
of
しょう
think that the main family is just like a collaboration of sorts between different families based on like who ends up having, you know, real power? So it's not like it's not like the main family is blood related at all. It's just a bunch of people put together that are like the most capable.
まあそういうことだ。弟の俺が当主に選ばれたのはあいつよりも義眼との相性が良かった。
Weinberger family sure is complicated. Goes to show just how powerful and important Louis inherited is.
アーリックさんがわざと私たちを迷路に連れ込んだと仮定してなぜそのような事態になったのでしょう。
Well, he wants to go back to Germany and the school wants as few enemies as possible so their interests align
Yeah.
there.
さすがに利害の一致で学園側と手を結んだというのは考えられない。
No, I'd like to think that they would think of the school as a threat too. Shakes his head at my
アーデル
statement.
ハイトからの報告で学園のやっていることは把握しているんだ。その上で協力するということは考えにくい。
I do wonder if something related to how Adelheid's grandmother was really close friends with Crowl. I wonder if that's going to come into play at some point. It seemed like the family and the school were kind of connected in a way. Maybe there's going to be some kind of connection through that. Like maybe the school ends up actually maybe the main family actually employs the school, or maybe the other way around, the school is employed by the main family in some way. Maybe they're connected, maybe they're allies. I could see that being possible.
完全に犯罪ですからね。名門ワインベルガー家が加担するとは思えません。
I mean, you're assuming they're all as honorable.
なあ、本家の意向に反するのはもちろんだが、あいつの性格的にもそれはありえないと思う。
Right, he knows what the principal's
ワ
up
インベル
to.
ガー本家の思惑は、学園の問題よりも当主の身柄の安全を取りたいという優先順位だけの問題だからな。
I mean, you're assuming that this isn't all calculated. That it's really so important that you're the head. Maybe you're the head as a puppet, you know? Maybe they're not like really trying to make you the leader, but they're just trying to use you as most capable. I mean, it could be something along those lines. I could be totally wrong.
それで敵に協力するのは本末転倒になる。
そうなると可能性が一番高いのは
You're assuming that their intentions are all good. Which would mean the less likely explanation is he's being hypnotized as part of his plan to bring Louis home. Testing the Bureau. I think it's part of his plan to bring Louis home, but I don't know. Well, no, because we already explained that.
しかし、学園長室のミストをどうにかしなければ、おそらく校舎から出ることは難しいだろう。
Yeah, okay. Even I don't agree with that. I didn't think that's where that, option would lead to. It's a
や
waste
は
of
り
time.
暗示でしょうか。
だろうな。わざとこのメールを作り出したのだとしたら、どう考えても俺たちの帰国は遅れる。
I see where
あ
you're
いつの
going
目
with
的
that.
には沿わない。
その上で遅れても問題ないと判断したのだとしたら、
学園側とすでに交渉している可能性は高いな。先ほども言った通りありえないことだが、それが成り立つ状況は暗示だけだ。
That's funny, considering he made a comment about not being hypnotized. Louis nods at Muko's deduction, however, he continues talking as if it looks like there's something that still doesn't make sense to
だが
him.
俺たちが暗示で踊らされたことも報告済みだ。それはさっきあいつ本人が言っていたからな。少なくともホムンクルスに遅れを取るような腕ではない。
On hearing that, Muko's eyes
警戒
widen.
していてもどうにもならなかったとしたら、
Oh, like when the principal got away. Are we talking about the incense? Perfume showers Rita, or at least it was supposed to. The seat she was sitting in is empty, and the back of the sofa is hit by the perfume. Yeah, I wanted to know what was going on there. Because it was Ninomai who did something, right? Like, Ninomai made a sound when that happened. And then the principal disappeared in an instant. He's only, if he was up against some sort of teleportation
そ
like
れが
that,
一番可能性としては
he sighs heavily.
つまり
Looking against his figure, rubbing her fingers along her
敵
chin.
には時を操るマギーの力を持った何者かがいると考えられる。その人物がアーリックさんに力を使い、
For
時
sure.
を止めることで不意をついて、
Which, they keep pointing to Crowl. We know Crowl is a time Maggie. But I wonder if there's another one, like someone who inherited the powers. Could be the daughter. Daughter could have maybe picked up on them, maybe stole them. I don't know.
アーリックさんに学園長たちに協力するのが正しい方法だといった暗示魔術をかけた。
Need to get rid of the hypnosis soon, then, or else we'll be in an even bigger mess. What's the
ただ
plan?
現時点では仮説に過ぎません。偶然であるということも否定できないかと。
We have no proof, and nothing clearly indicates that he's connected to the enemy.
いや、もしアーリックが黒であるという言動をしたとしても、しばらくは気づかないふりをしていた方がいいだろうな。というか、現状それ以外に対処しようがない。正面からまともにやり合える相手ではないし、
What happens if we do end up in a situation where we have to fight him
そ
unprepared?
の時は逃げるしかない。
He's that strong. Heidi also said that we shouldn't go up against
州
him.
警察の特殊部隊にしばらくいた。軽い気持ちで手を出せば肋骨あたり簡単に折られるぞ。
Frickin', I can take him. What you mean? He was a policeman before he became a magician.
まあどちらにしろ まずは学園長室に戻ってあのミストを封印しないと動きが取れません。
確かに永遠にさまよう羽目になるな。
Don't joke about that. Say as I open a couple more doors, but none of them lead to our goal. After all the misses, I sure hope this doesn't mean we can't go back to the original room. Yeah, what if it's like, yeah, you're just kind of stuck? Happen again. Looks like if you open and close the door, the room behind the door changes. Open and close the door in the meanwhile. Sometimes if I close and reopen the door, the room inside doesn't change. I wonder why. If Rita were here, we could find out the answer immediately. Unfortunately, she's not. Yes, you guys, you're so dependent on Rita. They keep mentioning, oh, if Rita was here. You guys, you need to rely on your own senses here, okay?
古賀君、閉じないで。
They stopped the door from closing and opening wide again. Of course, the room inside is the same classroom as
そのま
months
ま
ago.
扉を閉じないでください。
Oh, okay, so this sets it permanently. So we need to do that for all the doors, set them permanently, and then we'll eventually be able to get to the one we need. Gives me that order, then proceeds to open and close a nearby door. Wondering what's up, Louis also stops and
や
watches
は
her.
り
Did you figure something out?
どうやら全ての扉が閉じた状態でないとシャッフルはされないようです。
Walks into the classroom, takes a chair, propping it up against the door to keep it open.
ほら、この状態だとこっちの扉はいくら開け閉めしても
I mean, they're still
室内は変
shuffled,
化しま
right?
せん。
It just will reset them again.
おつまり全部開けたままにしていれば
That's what it was. Up until now, we've closed all the doors we've opened. Now that we know that we leave all the doors open, we try and... Bingo! Took quite a bit of time, but we finally managed to return to the principal's office. Damn, this wasted so much
パズル
time.
は
Sitting quietly over there. I'm guessing we need to solve it, maybe get it back to its normal state, or just keep it sitting on top of the table just as Ulrich had
なら
left it.
封印を。
いや待て
Why? They could be doing something in the West Storm, right? We should seal it and check if anything's going on over
それ
there.
ではアーリックが本当に敵側で西両へ向かう途中で攻撃された場合対処できなくなる。
それは
You're gonna call some mist then, Louis.
何か有用なものが
I mean, there's a lot of useful mists. I don't remember the name, but there were those golden ring-like things that render a person immobile if you say their name out loud. Remember can we use it against us in an instant that made us end up as an errand boy? Though you could also say that was the instant that led to Muko finding out my real name.
ああ、ありましたね。
Can we use
確
that?
か名前はサーペントと言った。
そんな便利なものがあったのか。それなら対策としては十分だな。
We're assuming it's still around, but... He holds his hand down and closes his eyes as if he were wishing very hard for something, but nothing appears. Louis opens his eyes
呼
in
べないん
confusion.
ですか？
反応がないな。
Oh, it could be because of the puzzle mist, like what happened to Kievianis.
いえ、ミストが魔術道具としての序列で有効無効が決まるのは呼び出されてから。
So it shouldn't affect them being summoned.
そのはずです。となると考えられるのはすでに他の人物が呼び出しているか、もしくは札で封印されている。
他のを適当に呼んでみる。ハイタースプライトでいいか。
He holds out his hand again, but the pocket watch never shows up.
Damn
Uses
it.
no response again. Well, looks like we're pretty limited on options here. Our command sealed it after we used it. It's already been well over 3 days. The sealing talisman should have worn off by now. Good, I don't want to deal with that stupid mist again. Been too many times.
そう、図らずも私が言ったことですね。
If she went to the treasury and placed one of these onto every mist, then they wouldn't respond for at least 3 days. Oops, sorry, I think I just like pressed something. I don't know what I did. We did mention that, but if all the mists are sealed, then that's a boatload.
3日間しか効かない封印の札をわざわざ使ったということは、ミストには邪魔をされたくないということでしょう。やはり学園側はこの3日間ほどで何かをするつもりなのです。
Hey, then that means we should head over to the West Storm. Hearing me say that, Louis takes a couple seconds to think about something before opening his mouth to speak.
あと10分だけ時間が欲しい。
What for?
それで 2,3 時間ほどはマギへの力を使えるようになる。アーリックにも対処できるようになる。
Maggie powers me like the ones that blew Momo Senpai
あ
away.
そうだ。右目から体全体に魔力を通すのに
his right eye, the fake eye beneath his eye patch with the powers of Maggie still within it. Right, you collapsed last time because you tried to use it too
体
quickly.
が魔力に耐えきれないからな。そうなったら一撃で決着がつかなかった場合、
他に手段はなさそうですね。
I don't know, seems kind of dangerous to use all of that and leave you kind of vulnerable. Have to wait then. Certainly better than blindly going out there and getting wiped out. None of the others are suspicious of Ulrich either. Rushing out won't do us any good, so I sit down on the sofa and wait patiently. Oh hey, how's it going? Hearing rapid footsteps from beyond the door we left open, I see Hanatate come flying in.
やっとたどり着いた。
An exhausted Murakuma
お
follows
疲れ
after
様
her.
です。
何してんだ封印は。
Waiting on
も
Louis.
うあと数分でマギーとしての力が使えるようになるそうです。そうなんだ。今力貯めてるの？
そういうことだ。対抗手段は多い方がいいだろう。
なるほどね。じゃ、少し休めるな。
Everyone's just chilling. Why couldn't it be in the room? Then we could have had some more tea. Looking quite drained, he stretches out his arms in order to unwind.
ということですので、ルイさんの集中を邪魔しないようにしましょう。はーい。
I like how anytime Matsuki says something, you know, Muko's over there just smiling. She just is so blissful. Muko beckons us to leave Louis alone on the sofa. She then tells Murako and Hanatate about how apparently all the mist and treasure had been sealed.
あれ全部かよ。よくそんな面倒なことやったもんだな。
それだけミストを封じておきたい理由があったということでしょうけれど。さっきの私たちみたいだね。他に方法がないから全部開けてみる。
同じ目にあったのかと思ったら、ちょっとざまあみろとは思えるな。
他に
Muko repeats what Hanatate said for some reason, furrows her brow.
何か思いついたの？
待たせたな。
Oh, you're charged up now. Okay, hold up. Is there some easy?
Ah, 封印してくれ。
I'm guessing she's thinking of opening all the doors so they end up, you know, having to open a door into a certain area. Maybe we can trap him and then, you know, subdue him. Stands up and points at the mist.
俺、やろうか。
お願いします。
Seems that Muko's busy racking her brain over something, so Murako takes out a talisman and puts on the puzzle.
時を止めよ。
その手を切って血をつけなきゃいけないのが大変だね。
慣れりゃそうでもねえよ。
Stop trying to act cool and try out the key.
ちゃん言うなってのに。とりあえず。
Yeah, just do it. One of his complaints is out the key if the innocent turns it randomly in the air.
使える。
Opening the door, we see that it does indeed lead to the bureau. The effect of the puzzle mist is gone. It's sealed now. Looking back, it seems that Muko is discussing something with
西寮
Louis.
に向かう前に少しだけ寄りたいところがあります。
Okay. Muko's suggestion we come to the bronze statue that it broke. It's still broken, hasn't been repaired, of
こん
course.
なのが折れちゃう勢いってとんでもないね、ミッチー。
What can I say, you know, just like flex the muscles, you know? It was because you fell, or well, Mara was inside you back then.
そういううっかりさんなところ、やっぱり他人とは思えないかな。
窓から落ちるってうっかりで済むレベルか。
Louis studies the statue closely, glancing at the corner of his eye, and we make idle conversation.
かつてここに宝物庫からミストが飛び出さないように。
Broke that, and ever since then, the chance of a mist escaping the school has
どう
skyrocketed.
考えても宝物庫に入って封印の札をすべてミストに貼るよりもここの封印を強力に修繕した方が早いでしょう。なのに学園はそうはしなかった。それには何らかの理由があるのではないでしょうか。
I mean, why didn't they do that in the first place? Just get it fixed, you know? As Muko talks, Louis occasionally nods as he walks around the statue, perhaps to indicate that he's listening. After inspecting it right down at the pedestal, he turns his face to Muko and begins to speak.
この銅像自体には今は何の仕掛けもないようだが、おそらくポイントになる部分に魔術的要素の強いものを一定数配置した上で、その中心に封印を施すタイプだろう。ならば修繕しない理由は一つしかない。同じように魔術要素の複数配置で行う他の魔術の妨げになるからだ。
Ah, okay.
これを修復すると他の魔術に影響が出るからできない。そういうことですね。
Plot twist. Us breaking it actually like helped with their plans. We've been in on it the whole time. We're actually the villain. And then you mentioned something about that before. Muko brought us here in order to confirm that, huh?
そうだ。学園側にとってはそちらの魔術の方が重要だということだな。
学園側はまだ何か仕掛けをしていたということです。
Well, no, they have a trick up their sleeve. They've had a trick up their sleeve the whole time. That hasn't changed. She bites her lip. Anatate comforts her, saying that it's not her fault. If I broke the statue again, would it do anything to their spell? I like how he felt so bad about it, but now he's like, I'm gonna break it again. You know, that's a great idea. Let's do
こ
it.
れはもう今はただの銅像だから意味がないな。
Right. He's like, darn it, I can't break it again.
他の魔術について
この場所を通過するような形で学園内のどこかに魔術的なものがこっそりと配置されているはずだ。
Good luck finding that.
問題はどこにそれがあるのかだ。
Let me guess, it's in that other world that we always go to.
通過するような形って言っても結局は学園のどっか。
そうなるな。しかしやはり俺たちを遠ざけるようなことをしている以上、西両も確認した方がいいだろう。
What about the circle that was under the altar that like was used to hypnotize us? Is that like deactivated now? I thought that thing was still around.
なんかやらかすとしたらあそこだろうからな。行くか。
He says that he takes out the key of Vienna's out of his pocket. You can still use the
まだ
key.
行ける。じゃあ。
Where Mokuro manages to turn the key, we hear Heidi's voice coming from the school.
やっと見つけた。無事か。
Heidi and Ulrich run towards Louis.
ちょうどいい。この場ではっきりさせてしまおう。
Ah, shit. Louis walks forward after seeing Ulrich. Mokuro hurriedly runs up to him and asks in a hushed
推
voice.
測がもし間違っていて敵ではなかったらどうするんですか。
もちろん加減する。その時は数分気絶するだけだ。
なんだおい。
Stand back. Figuring that it's probably the same attack that Nagamo was sent by Ao to give him a warning. Picks up on my meaning and takes a few steps backwards, shielding Hanatate with his body. On the other hand, Louis walks forward and standing between us and Ulrich.
アーデルハイト、アーリクから離れろ。
Says that sternly to Heidi, who immediately obliges. Louis rips off his eye patch and reveals the bright red eye
悪
underneath
く
it.
思うなよ。
Just causes a mini explosion. Blood resonates in there. I'm guessing that didn't work. Of course, the attack isn't directed towards us, however, Ulrich continues to remain standing unaffected by it.
今、お前は私を攻撃したのか。
Ah, shit. He just says that coldly and slowly walks up to Louis.
コガ、全員退避させろ。
For a moment, he looks shaken by this turn of events, but he soon shouts that at me. That's not good. Now taking his eyes off Ulrich, he moves in order to distance himself from us. Another thud. Apparently he released another shockwave, but again, it doesn't affect Ulrich at all. Oh, not good.
アーデルハイト、頼む。
I'm trying to remember. Did it affect homoculuses? Louis grabs Heidi, who's running towards him by the arm, and throws her towards us.
ちょっと
早く行け。
Hey, Kumo, the key. Yeah, let's get the frick out of here. Already had the key in hand and turns it opening a door. Quickly, you two,
何
Heidi.
なのよ。
Pulling the dumbfounded Heidi's arm and forcefully shove her through the door. What about Louis, damn it? In order to prevent her stepbrother from following us, Louis is still staring him down, inches away from the door. Looks like he's not coming with us. Well, this isn't good. I don't think this is gonna go great at all. Close the door after confirming that everyone else went through. He acted quickly, and I knew that Koga would be reliable at times like these. I was right in choosing those two to consult
しか
with.
し
Things couldn't be any worse. Why was he completely unaffected by my attacks? Noticing my puzzlement, Ulrich gives me a sarcastic
お前
smile.
は知らなかっただろうな。
First, he takes off his gloves as he says that. He feels a bracelet around his
これは
wrist.
当主には絶対に存在を知られないようにしてある魔術品だ。
Okay, this just feeds into my theory that the head of the family means absolutely nothing. That they are coming together as maybe like an organization or something, and maybe they are working with the school. Maybe it's all in the plot, you know? It's all in the plan.
魔術品
Based on the way he said that, I can tell it's something the Weinberger family owns, not a miss.
しかも当主には隠してある
It's a counter to the head, then. Must be a special tool for the Weinberger family to determine that the head is acting against their best interests. No wonder my powers
つま
didn't
り
work.
形勢は絶対不利
Should try to escape as soon as I can, but I wonder if Ulrich will give me that opportunity.
お前の疑問は晴れたと思うが。
ああ晴れた
なら、もう一度聞く。なぜ私は攻撃されたんだ？お前を連れ帰る件については、しばらく考えさせてくれと言った。それとも何か、他の理由でも。
He actually approaches me as he questions me. As I told Koga, he isn't someone I want to fight in close range combat.
話を聞く気はあるのかあの迷路を生み出すパズルの魔術道具起動させたのは偶然か
偶然？偶然とは。
あれをミストだと知らずにもてあそんでいたのかただの暇つぶしに
そう言わなかったか？
Sounds like he doesn't understand the intent of my question. Does he actually not know, or...
勝手に他人のものに触れるような性格ではなかったと思うがなぜあれで遊ぶ気になった
単に待ち時間が長かったからだ。それにあれは客用のソファーの前にあった。
何の疑問も持たなかったのか
疑問とは、
なぜこんなところにこんなものがとか
特には子供の遊び道具だろうと思い込んでいたからな。
子供の
I got him, but at the same time, a feeling of despair wells up within me.
今のは失言だったな
Not certain that it was a mistake. However, I'll most likely know the answer based on how he reacts now.
うん。
All I wanted to do was bait him. He goes quiet for a moment before suddenly rushing towards me, closing distance between us. Ah, shit. I knew that he'd come for me, but I can't fight back, and he pushes me to
そ
the
うか。
ground.
確かに報告には学園長が子供だとは書いてなかったな。なるほど、失言だった。
Interesting. Fell for it. Now it's painfully obvious that he's on
学園
their
長
side.
の見た目が子供だと知っているつまりお前は学園長に会ったことがあるさっき学園長室で学園の上層部には誰にも会っていないと言っていたのにな
Okay, I'm glad that's what it was, because I was thinking to myself, he said it's a child's plaything. That kind of stood out to me a little bit. There's no reason to lie about that. As we had surmised, he'd been hypnotized cooperating with them. I was expecting this.
状況
Oh,
は
okay.
最悪だな
Can't hold a candle to him when it comes to physical combat. I'm pinned down and can't move a muscle. That being said, given his role, he still probably can't cause any harm to me. Currently, that is the one silver lining that my sole advantage. If only there was some way I could relay this one piece of information to
心
the
配する
Bureau.
な。お前の正体。本当は当主であることについてまでは話していない。お前たちが学園に迷惑をかけた分の穴埋めはもちろんするが、私の目的はお前を無事にドイツに連れ帰ることだし、わざわざ危険を増やすようなことはしない。
This is a hand over my right eye. Noticing that his hand, it's the hand with the brace. I try to turn my head
こ
away,
れの
but
本当の使い方は、お前の能力を無効化することではないぞ、ルートビー。バインベルガーの始祖の名において、永遠なる赤き瞳に
oh,
見
is
え
this to deactivate it?
マギーに眠りを。
That's not good. I can feel the red light emanating from my eye fading away. Naggy power coursing through my body disappears. At the same time, drowsiness overwhelms me. Ah,
Oh.
shit.
お前は右目との同化が強いからマギへの眠りの影響も強く受けるのか。これは好都合だ。そのままおとなしく眠っていてくれ。
Ah, you fricker. How could you do this? What is the quote? You can't do this to me. I started this company or something like that. Collapse. Damn, he didn't get away, huh? We had retreated to the West Storm, our original destination, east of the Key of Vienna. However, in order to calm the worried Heidi down, Hanatate and I came to the breezeway above the quad to check on Louis' condition. It's right the Key of Vienna from Urakuma to get here. I don't have any mana to begin with.
どうする？
Louis said that our only choice would be to run if we had to face him. We definitely don't have a fighting chance. We have to retrieve him somehow,
全力で逃げ
though.
るってことだね。
It's our only option. Can you open a door as close to Louis as possible?
やってみる。
Try to turn the key quietly so Ulrich doesn't notice. I'll take care of it somehow
わ
from
かっ
there.
た。じゃあ、行くよ。
Hell yeah. I want to see these two fight. I want to see them duke it out. That would be awesome. Hanatate slowly turns the key in midair, trying to make as little noise as possible. Door appears with a faint unlocking sound. I turn the knob and burst through it. Pardon the intrusion. The moment I'm through, Ulrich looks up in surprise and I kick some sand from the ground to his face. Immediately shields his eyes with his arm and nimbly steps backwards, defending himself from an imminent attack. However, I have no intention of attacking him at all, and I instead picked up Louis with one arm and leaped back through the open door.
やった！成功！
Wow, that was easy. Seeing us return, Hanatate pulls out the key and the door vanishes. Still dangerous here, so let's head
オッケ
back.
ー。西両だね。
I feel like that went way too easy, but okay, sure. Here's the key once again, opens another door. Louis, barely conscious, speaks while I'm carrying him on my back. He seems extremely drowsy, probably because of the spell that forced him to sleep. Hey, how are you
あ
feeling?
いつはやはり
He sounds delirious on the verge of falling asleep. Sure looks that way.
開いたよ。
He swings it open and beckons me through. For now, we move from the breezeway to the west door.
Yosh, 完了。
She removes the key and closes the door. All the students here have already gone back home, so it's empty. At the moment, nothing appears to be out of place. Seems, convenient. Where are Muko
近
and the
くに
others?
いるはずだよ。
As she says that, Heidi pokes out from behind a corner and comes running out, looking pale as a ghost. I thought that Louis was unconscious, but he raises his head slightly in reaction to Heidi's voice.
大丈夫なの？
眠らされた右目
右目？マギへの
矯正できる。
ハーリックが持っているのね。わかったわ。苦しいならもう喋らなくていいから。
アデルハイト一人でもやれるな。
ええ、大丈夫。任せて。ちゃんとやってみせるから。
Ooh, we get Adelheid screen time? Being the star of the show? Heidi nods over and over at Louis'
おし
words.
とよく相談してお前の持っている
His voice ends there, as if a thread had snapped and he faints. Damn. Is he gonna be
眠
okay?
っているだけだから。
He has a surprisingly calm tone of voice. I thought that she'd be more flustered. I think she realizes the gravity of the situation, that she needs to, like, step up right now. That's just her
でもわざわ
frustration.
ざ一人でもと言ったのだから。当分目は覚まさないということだと思うわ。
I mean, I'd like to think that everything that's happened in the school is really, like, built up Adelheid. It seemed like she was just kind of this, like, nervous wreck and, you know, pretending to be the head of the family. And, you know, it was hard on her. But I feel like she's really, like, grown as a person. Had a lot of character development since she's been here. So I think she's ready to kind of step into this role of being, you know, in charge and having to make some decisions. Not that that's
ル
easy.
イはどこか安全な場所に寝かせておかないと。
Also, the Ulrich might come to recapture him since he's
Eh.
asleep.
アーリックはルイを連れ帰るために日本まで来たのですもの。ミッチ、担ぎっぱなしで大丈夫？
He's light, so it's fine. There's nowhere he can sleep in the West Storm
そう
anyways.
ね。人っ子一人いないとはいえ。
You haven't found anything the school might have placed
そ
here
う
yet.
なの。みんなで探してるんだけど。
He suddenly gasps and
こ
looks
れだけ
puzzled.
探しても西両に何もないということは、ここじゃないということ？
But we didn't see anything strange even after all that walking we did. throughout the school building. The district committee is at the East Storm.
そうね。待って、あの壊した魔法陣があった空間は
That's a different. Something comes to mind for
あ
a
れ
fish.
は寮の地下だったのよね。
Hmm. Interesting.
そうか、奪われちゃったか。
ああ、油断した。突然扉のようなものが現れてな。
もうそれはヤヌスの鍵だね。
ヤヌスの鍵。ああ、それが迷路の中で使おうとしていたミストか。
そうとも。もともとはこちらの持ち物だったのに
They
奪
stole
われ
it
て
from
しまったのだよ。困ったものだ。ところで君、追いたいのは山々だと思うが、先にこちらの案件を片付けてはくれないだろうか。
構わない。どのみち一番の脅威はもう潰した。
それはよかった。はっはっは。では少し移動しようか。
These frickers.
君は素晴らしいな。味方側に引き入れられて本当によかったよ。時間稼ぎもしてくれて助かった。おかげでほぼ準備も完璧に整ったしね。
そうか。
あの鏡のミスト、時間はかかるが、それに見合っただけの成果は与えてくれるね。
鏡？
我々にとって有益な人物を映し出してくれる鏡があるのだよ。非常に起動に時間がかかるのが難点なのだがね。
Display someone very beneficial to you? What do you mean, display somebody? Crawl?
ここだここだ。
ここは。
風紀委員会の部屋なのだよ。しばらくここで待っていてもらえないかな。
待つのはいいが。
この部屋におそらく封印されたホムンクルスが現れる。我が学園の
Aw,
風紀委
no,
員
not
長
this fricker.
正吾院桃香さんだ。
No, don't
君
bring
には
this.
その封印を解いてほしいのだよ。
I thought we were done with her. Ugh.
多分正吾院さんを封印したのはあの二人だと思うのだよ。同門の君なら解除もできるだろう。
承知した。しかし、現れるとはどういうことだ。
それはね、大いなる魔術の力だよ。解放が終わったら一度礼拝堂に向かってみるといい。もしすぐに移動していなければ、お嬢様も執事君も
So
そ
I
の
was
付
right
近
about
に
the
いる
chapel.
はずだよ。
It's under the altar. I was right. I'm thinking ahead here. I'm getting it right.
そうか。それは朗報だ。
では失礼。ああ、そうだ。
I'm like, why didn't they remember that though? I'm like, they're smarter than me. Come on, you guys should remember that.
もう一つお願いを言い忘れていた。礼拝堂へ行くなら奪還してほしいものがあるんだ。
Because remember, they made a point of saying that those magic circles like had other things that they could do. Like they were almost like set to activate at a later time. At least that's the way it was with the main one. I think they said there was other ruins on the other one that was for hypnotizing and things like that. So I always thought there was something more to
も
it.
ちろん、君の用事のついでで構わない。いや
受けたまわろう。
ー、君はやはり素晴らしいな。
I hope you choke and die. That's how I feel at this point about Fujito. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Causing trouble.
よし、繋がったぞ。
It worked. I'm sure it did. Anyways, we're gonna end it here. I think this is a great place to stop. This is a little bit of a longer episode, but we had a lot going on. And it's starting to get late. I want to go to bed. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm tired. I'm ready to take a little nap for the night. Anyways, good episode though. Definitely a lot of build up to this evil plot that's kind of starting. Got to see that puzzle miss. That was actually kind of cool where it just kind of swapped all the doors and stuff. I like that. And then we got to kind of see this build up to their plan. It was very interesting because it was very much like threw me off what was really going on. Clearly I didn't make some of the best decisions when it came to making choices, but that's okay. I'll probably go through at some point and redo them all anyways to make sure I'm on the right track and that I get the right ones. Because we want that triple S ending, maybe. We got to get that again. Anyways, though, having Ulrich coming in, kind of a little bit of a plot twist. Very interesting. And then he's very much, you know, on their side. That's kind of inconvenient, but maybe he'll come back to our side at some point and kind of help us fight the good fight, whatever you want to say. Anyways, though, we'll end it here. I think it's a good stopping point, and we'll continue on and see what's going to happen next. I'll see you guys then.